sorry. I didn't know my music was still playing whenever I went live. Did I overdo it? I'm about to do dishes. I don't know about y'all. Y'all see these dishes? I hate doing dishes. I absolutely cannot stand doing dishes, but praise God I've got dishes to do, right? So, about to do that. I need some energy. I usually do my second skinny brew at 1. It's 1:41. I'm feeling it. Guys, those who are in Tennessee, is it supposed to rain? My body is aching. I am owed. I'm owed. You could tell that you're old whenever your body starts to ache and you're like, I think it's going to rain. Like, I could tell when a cold front's going to come in. I could tell when it's going to rain. But then again, I think it's about that time for my aunt to be here. Ladies, you know what I mean? And so that also affects. But, hi, this is my first time going live since getting the big news. So let's talk about that for a moment. I've got tons of questions that people have messaged me. So, I'll start with that. I have been approved for skin removal surgery. I do have Blue Care. That's who my insurance is through. I went through the Vanderbilt Plastic Surgery Center through their residency. That's who I went through. I am 100% covered as far as that paniculectomy, which is skin removal. Fancy word for skin removal. However, I am paying out of pocket for liposuction. The reason I'm getting liposuction, go ahead and show y'all. So, this, I don't know if y'all can see. Let me step up away from the comments. Y'all swipe the comments. If you swipe the comments to the left, you'll see what I'm saying. So, this down here I need y'all to tell me if y'all can see. Because if not, I'm going to I don't have to look at it. Hold on. Does that help? So this all right here from the line, you know what I'm saying? The line where my C-section scar is. There we go. All the way around is where they're going to cut. So they're going to go from here all the way around is where they're going to cut. Okay, perfect. And they're going to cut up to here. So they're going to cut, all this is going to be gone, okay? They're going to cut up to here, and they're going to stretch this, what's up here, they're going to stretch that down to that line. And then they're going to sew it, and they're going to sew me a new belly button too. So that's everything that's going to be going on me. I'm not getting my arms done. Hold on. I'm not getting my arms done. I'm not getting my breast right now. Nothing like that because I'm just focused on my tummy, getting rid of that. I told Steven yesterday we went to the park, and y'all know the leggings that are like workout leggings, and they're kind of got like a smooth material to them. So because of this bottom fat roll, my shirt always glides up. Well, I'm really insecure about this down here now, especially that it's just kind of loose now and it kind of hangs on my legs. So, I'm always pulling my shirt down. Not that you're not able to still see that fat roll. But for me, it's always been there since before middle school. And so I've always covered it up with shirts. You know, I'm not the type to wear a crop top or wear a high shirt. No, because why? Because I've got all this loveliness right here. So, I've never been that type. I told Steven yesterday we was at the park and I kept pulling it down, Because every time I would walk, it would go up. Every time I would walk, it would go up. My shirt would go up, and I would have to cover it up. Let me cover up my bottom skin roll. I don't want to call it a fat roll anymore, even though there's still some fat in it. So I pull it down. I told Steven yesterday, I said, oh my gosh. I said, I just thought about that. Makes me want to cry. Because this has been such a journey, guys. I said, I'm not going to have to pull my shirt down anymore. And he's like, you're not. And so that's exciting. What I was saying about the liposuction. So the reason that, I love you too, baby. That's my sister Heather. The reason that I'm getting liposuction as well is because, so this is, as you could tell, whenever I lean over especially, you could see this is a lot of just skin. Is there still some fat in there? Yes. Why? Because I'm 197 pounds. So, of course, there's still fat in it. However, it's a whole lot of skin, right? So, the reason I'm getting liposuction is because whenever they pull this down, well, I've had this indention here anyway, so one concern is that whenever they pull that down, I'm going to have that fold at the bottom. They're nervous about that. And so they talked to me about that. That's a possibility, but I'm praying against that. So y'all pray with me that I'm not going to have a fold at the bottom from my skin being done like this all my life. So, the reason I'm getting liposuction is so I won't be boxed. Because whenever they do a paniculectomy, it's different than a tummy tuck. Tummy tuck, they come up in here and they do muscle repair as well. I'm not doing that. Why? Because I'm having more children. They said if I wasn't having more children, it would make sense. But since I'm having more children, it doesn't make sense. Because the reason that the muscle repair is needed from having children. And that's a part of the tummy tuck. And they're like, we're not going to put you through all that. You would just have to get another one. That's why I am only doing the skin removal and the lipo at this time. Again, going back to the lipo, for the 100th time that I haven't completed my sentence, it's because I won't be boxed. So I won't be boxed because generally when they pull the skin down, kind of gives you like a boxy look. But they're gonna go in on my flanks, which is my sides, and they're gonna lipo that, so I won't be shaped weird, because I'm wide hipped anyways. So as you can see, they're going to go around. I don't know. Who knows how my body will look at the end of it. Perfectly look good. But this is what's incredible. Okay, so I have these lovely dishes that I don't want to do. I was really wrestling with this whole thing. I was really wrestling with it and just God, am I going to the right person? Am I going to the right person to do this? Is this something I'm even supposed to be concerned about? Because, guys, honestly, I really want my focus all the time to just be on God and eternal things. And if this is, I don't want this to be a thing for vanity. Obviously, I get on here looking like Who Shot John, but I don't want this to be a thing for vanity. I don't want this to be a thing for, that's not my intentions whatsoever, guys. If that was the case, then y'all know I'd be getting these arms done like a mug. But truly the intention is because it bothers me really, really bad. Even my kids, they play with it and stuff, and I don't want to be insecure around my husband, and I am. So that's another reason why I'm getting it done. But I just, I was praying, and I was like, Lord, is this something that you want me to do? Am I going to the right person? Am I going to the right clinic? Is this even something I'm supposed to do, Lord? And I was really praying, and I was praying in the shower, and this was before my appointment. And the Lord told me, my surgeon's name's Lily, and by the way, she is freaking gorgeous, model, and she's young too. And so anyways, I was like, God, I don't even know if I'm going to the right person. She doesn't have as much experience as other surgeons, blah blah blah. You know the Lord. And then God spoke to my spirit, and He said, Crystal, I have assigned her to take care of you. She's going to take care of you. That's what the Lord spoke to me before I went. And I was like, okay, God spoke that to my spirit. So went to meet with her for my consultation. And some of you might know the story. But she looked at me and she said, my name's Lily, blah, blah, blah. I didn't voice any concerns to her, anything like that. I didn't even say many words at this point. And she just looks at me in my eyes, just looks right at me. And she says, I'm going to take care of you. And, doctors don't usually say that to you. Unless you have cancer or terminal illness or something like that, I'm going to do my best to take care of you. She just looked at me and she said, I'm going to take care of you. And I knew it was God because that's what God spoke to me right before I went to the appointment. And so I knew that it was God's will for me to have this surgery. Going forward some more. Weeks had passed and I hadn't heard anything. And I can be a little impatient at times. And so weeks had passed. I hadn't heard anything yet. And so I was checking my insurance every day. Still no even a claim that went through. So I felt the Holy Spirit say, you need to call. So I called and she said, honey, I am so glad that you called because they didn't even submit this to your insurance. She said, you would have slipped through the cracks and nobody would have ever even known it if you wouldn't have called. She said, I am so glad you called. She said, I'm going to submit this now. So I hung up and I said, okay, God, and because a lot of people would be like upset, like, dang, now I got to wait another month and this is going to be a delay and blah, 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 because God had told me months ago that I was going to have this surgery in March. Okay. That's what God told me. And so like from the natural, it's looking like there's no way I'm going to get this surgery done in March. Right. Because first of all, there's a delay to insurance and all that. So, that was last week. And then I checked on the 1st and it was finally submitted to insurance. And then I felt like I needed to, me and my husband prayed, and then he told me to reach out to people and pray, get them to pray too. And that's when I posted on Facebook. I was like, believe God for a quick work, And unless, guys, they said it takes minimum 2 weeks to hear back from insurance. In less than 24 hours, I was approved. This is the thing. For a surgery like that, for insurance to approve it, you have to show proof of rashes. You have to show proof of irritation, redness, things like that. I had none of that. And And so just the timing, like just how fast it was, I knew that it needed to go in the hands of the right person, and that's why there was a delay in them getting back to me, or in it being submitted to my insurance rather. I knew that everything from the moment that I prayed in the shower, that this was God's will. I knew that this was God's will for to provide. Like it's been such an incredible journey. I think about like 4 years ago when I first told y'all that I'm going to go on a weight loss journey so that I could have children, because I was infertile for 14 years. If you're just following my story, I was told I would never have children. I was infertile for 14 years. And I knew God had spoke to me and told me I need to lose weight, but it was such a battle. It's so hard. But I got on here and I said, look, I'm going to lose this weight. I'm going to have children. And then everybody, like a lot of y'all, who aren't new to my page, just got on board with me and supported me and said, yes, you can do this. And I got on here and I poured my heart out to you. I told you how hard it was, and I told you, I was transparent, and I cried over not being able to eat lasagna, and y'all listened to me cry, and y'all were just such a huge part of my journey. And then that was in 2016, and then in January of 2017, I was at church, and God told me that was the year I was going to conceive. And he told me to stand up and declare that, and I did. And I got pregnant. And I found I was pregnant July 17th of 2017, my sister's birthday. So I gave her a gift of her being the first one to know, besides my pastor who called me whenever I found out. And then also a day before my 14-year wedding anniversary. And so I had my babies back to back, and then I knew that I needed to lose more weight, and I'm just telling y'all just the backstory. I don't know why I'm saying all this, but I'm just so, like, it's been such a journey, just like from the beginning, like 4 years ago when I first decided at 367 pounds, knowing that I was higher than that. Probably because I used to not weigh myself. I used to not care. I was really close probably to 400 pounds. But my highest recorded weight was 367. And just being at 367, and like, it's just been such a journey. It's been such a journey. Like, from the children, from my beautiful children, to me losing this weight, God providing. God provided and provided and provided. He provided. He provided. He's provided from the beginning. That's why I'm so emotional. I just know that this whole process has been God. It was God that I got approved. It was God that I chose. It was God that I got approved for the skin removal. Like, and I don't know what God has in store for me, but I'm excited, and I just want to honor Him with my life. Like, and sometimes I feel miserably, but I really just desire to honor God with my life and this gift that He's given me. He's given me a second chance of life, and just being able to be like active and present with my babies has meant so much. So it's been quite the journey. 170 pounds later, like, I still have more to lose. My goal is 160, so I still have 37 pounds to lose, but I'm just excited. I'm excited for what's to come, and I don't know. I'm supposed to be on here doing dishes and talking to y'all about my skinny brew. In case you want any, let me know. Instead, I'm on here, and I just want to say how grateful I am. I'm so grateful to y'all who've been a part of this journey. I'm so grateful to my sisters. I'm so grateful to my husband. Oh my gosh, my husband's been incredible the whole process. Such an encourager. Such an awesome man. Such an awesome husband. Whew. Anywho. Hey, Devonna. But, okay, I'm done crying. I need to get off here and do dishes. If anybody wants to come do these dishes for me, you can. But I'm just grateful. I'm grateful to y'all, and I'm ready. I don't know. Y'all gonna have to help me once this stomach's gone, okay? I don't know what I'm gonna do with myself when this big old stomach's gone. I feel like I ain't got a stomach. Oh guys, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be nuts. I don't know. It's gonna be nuts to look down and not see all that skin and just that bigness there. Like, it's gonna be crazy. I'm gonna ask Stephen to I'm gonna be very, like, I'm gonna do my best to just record all of it, like, to record, before I go into surgery, to record whenever I get out, to record first reaction to seeing my non-stomach or stomach. I'm gonna document it all. So I'm excited. I'm gonna get off here and do these dishes and stop being so emotional. But I love you guys so much, and I mean that. I really do mean that. I really do mean that from the bottom of my heart, that I just appreciate everybody. Like, when I say I'm so grateful to everybody who has supported me and just, like, heard me cry and cheered me on. Like, I mean that from the bottom of my heart, guys. And my biggest desire, my biggest prayer through my journey of infertility and weight loss and just everything, and a lot of y'all knowing the situation with my faults in my marriage, and just like being here through it all. Like, guys, I promise you, if I want you to get anything from me, if I want you to gain anything from my life, and just watching my life and my story and me being open and sharing it, what I want you to gain is just a relationship with God. Like, nothing else in this life matters more than God. And I pray that my life paints the picture to y'all. And if I have any impact in your life more than makeup, more than weight loss, more than motivation, more than, whatever, I pray that my life paints a picture of y'all to just be closer to Christ, because that in the end, guys, that's what matters. That is what matters. That is what matters. That is what matters. And I pray above anything else that I show y'all that shines the brightest. And if it doesn't, please tell me so I can check myself. Anywho, I'm done. I am done for real this time. I love y'all so much. And I hope that y'all have a very happy Thursday. And I'll talk to y'all later.